students, my name is Raghu, a physical science teacher. In this video I am going to show you how to find out the focal length of a concave mirror by using lab activity. So before going to watch my video, please like, share and subscribe Wow Academy for Physics. So already in the previous video I explained how to write the lab activity for lab activity pattern. So the lab activity pattern is consisting of aim, material required, procedure and a diagram, then after step by step explanation. Then after, if the lab activity is consisting of the table, you need to draw the table, and if the lab activity is consisting of the formula, you need to write down the formula. Then after result, and if any precautions those we are going to be take in the lab activity, those things you are going to be write in the lab activity. Clear children? So my lab activity is to be find out the focal length of the concave surface or given unknown focal length of the mirror. Is it clear children? So my aim is to be find out the focal length of the concave mirror. That is the first step. Coming to the second step, so whatever the materials I am going to be used in this activity, those materials I am going to be write by writing the side heading material required. So what are the materials required to find out the focal length of the concave mirror? So the first material is candle. In this activity, candle I am considering as the object. A screen or a white paper. A white paper is acting like the screen. A V stand, you should take V stand to place the concave surface. Concave surface also one of the, concave mirror also one of the material required. A scale or meter scale you should take. Is it clear children? So the material required are a candle, meter scale, screen, nothing but a white paper, V stand, concave surface, meter scale. These are all the material which we require. In order to light the candle, even you can take the matchbox. So you can write the matchbox in the material required also. Now coming to the procedure. So before going to write the procedure, you need to draw this diagram. So in the diagram I placed a V stand. On that V stand I placed the concave mirror. Clear children? Now I arrange the scale exactly at the corner of the concave mirror to minimize my calculations. Then after I placed an object away from the candle. Then after I placed the screen in between the candle and the mirror. So don't write this much of lengthy procedure. So by using a simple statement you are going to be explain all the arrangement. So that point is arrange the apertures as shown in the figure. Is it clear children? Arrange the apertures as shown in the figure. By writing this one, you are going to be explain the entire setup which you are going to be used in the lab activity. So now I arrange the apertures or material as shown in the figure. Initially I place the candle away from the concave surface. Is it clear children? So when you place away from the concave surface, the position of the object may be beyond C. By means of that you will get the image between F and C. Is it clear children? All of you know ray diagrams. Is it clear? So initially I will place the candle far away from the mirror. By means of that I am ensuring the position of the object beyond C. Clear children? So by placing the object away from the concave, far away or away from the mirror, light it as shown in the figure. Clear children? Now measure the distance between the mirror and the candle. That distance is nothing but object distance. What is object distance? The distance from pole to object we are considering as object distance. Object distance is denoted with small u. Clear children? Now I am going to be move the screen in between the concave mirror and the candle such that I am going to be find out the position of the image or sharp image on the screen. Clear children? Nothing but now I am moving the screen in between the candle and the concave mirror such that I am going to be find out the sharp image. Let us consider at this point you got the sharp image. So that is this distance you will consider as image distance. Image distance is nothing but the distance from pole to or mirror to the image is called image distance. It is denoted with small v. Clear children? So like this I am going to be find out the object distance and image distance. Now whatever the values I got, those values I am going to be tabulate in the table. So the table consisting of the object distance, image distance, focal length and serial number. Clear? So in the first step, let us consider for this procedure, I will consider the object distance as u1 and the image distance as v1. Clear children? So I have u1 as well as v1, nothing but object distance as well as image distance. By substituting in this mirror formula and applying the sign convention, I will find out the focal length. So after that I will going to be find out the focal length somewhat. Clear? So by using the mirror formula I am going to be find out the focal length of the mirror. Let us consider that focal length is f1 for the first observation. In the similar way, repeat the same procedure by placing the candle at different positions. Clear? Repeat the same procedure by placing the candle at different positions far away from the concave surface. Find out the object distance and image distance for 3 readings. Let us consider for the second position of the object u2, the image distance is v2 and after calculating the focal length is f2. Clear? In the similar way, for the third observation, I consider the object distance as u3 and image distance as v3. For those corresponding focal length, I considered as f3. Clear children? So don't get confused children. Why? Because here you have 3 focal length. Which focal length you are going to be take the focal length of the concave mirror. So to get that, you need to take the average value of these 3 observations. Here why I am considering the average value of the observations? Why? Will you guess? Yes, I will tell that. So whenever you are doing some experiment, in that observations or in that calculations, the errors may be included. To overcome those errors, I am going to be take the average of the number of readings. Clear? So here I have three readings of focal length. So the average will be f1 plus f2 plus f3 whole divided by 3. Sum of the number of observation divided by number of observations. Clear? Sum of the observations divided by number of observations, that is the average. So whatever the average you had calculated, that you should consider as the focal length of the given mirror. Clear children? Once again I am explaining the procedure, listen carefully. So the first step is to be arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. So I arrange a concave mirror on the V stand, I place the candle, I place a scale. These things I am not going to be explained. By using the simple statement, I am going to be explain the entire setup. Arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure. So now coming to the second step, I place a candle far away from the mirror and light it. Clear? Now measure the distance between the concave mirror and the candle, which candle is nothing but object. That distance you are considering as object distance, that is denoted by small u. And the distance from the mirror to the, now by coming to the third point, by moving the screen in between the mirror and the candle, find out the sharp image of the candle on the screen. So now measure the distance between the concave mirror and the screen. That distance is nothing but image distance. It is denoted by small v. Now tabulate the readings of object distance and image distance in this table. Let us consider for the first observation, the object distance is u1 and the image distance is v1. Then find out focal length by using the mirror formula and applying sign conventions. Don't forget, you should get the correct answer when you apply the sign convention. In the similar way, repeat the same procedure for different values of object distances and find out the image distance as well as focal length by using the mirror formula and applying the sign conventions. So at last we are going to be find out the focal length of the concave mirror by taking the average values of all the focal length. Clear children? Don't forget to apply the sign conventions. Now the result is, what is the result? Now we find out the focal length of the given mirror as some centimeters. Clear? Here I didn't take the number, so you need to write I find out the focal length of the given concave mirror. Coming to the precautions, so the precautions are very important. Here I place the candle above the principal axis, so this portion of the candle is acting like the object. Clear? Why? Because here you got the image of this portion only. Clear, children? So the first precaution is ensure that height of the object, nothing but candle, is above the principal axis. Coming to the second precaution, ensure that the screen should be lies below the principal axis. See, if the paper is placed like this, nothing but the screen is placed like this, so no ray of candle will reaches the concave mirror. By means of that, you won't get the image of the candle. So whenever you are conducting this activity, ensure that the screen should be lies below the principal axis. Is it clear, children? And coming to the third precaution, take the readings without parallel axis error. Thank you. If you like my video, please share it to your friends and subscribe my channel. Once again, thank you.